Now, let's go on to something that I promised earlier, which is the LIRN online library. So this is going to take us to the professional database that I mentioned that you should use. Usually databases cost money to use. Fortunately, you as a student do not have to pay a single penny for that, since this is paid through by the university. So you have basically exclusive access to these files. So you're going to take the username and password exactly as they're written here. So just what I did, I just copy pasted them into the window. Or if you want to type them yourself, that's fine too. But just please, once again, passwords are case sensitive, so make sure to type it exactly as it's shown with no unnecessary capital letters. So once we have that information, we're able to log in. And there's lots of different categories of academic things that you would like to look at. For the most part, you will be working with business databases, but sometimes you might be enrolled in a different kind of course that requires you to go to a different category. So if we go to business, it'll guide you directly to this list of databases that are heavily used by business students and business academics. The one that we highly recommend, that it has the most it has the best information and the best sources, is called ProQuest, Dissertations and Theses Global. So this is where you will find a lot of peer-reviewed academic writing materials. So when you click that, it opens up into a new tab. And here you can search any terms that you would like. And the subjects covered include pretty much anything you can think of, but especially business, since you are pursuing a business degree. So in ProQuest, the way that this works is, let's say that you have an assignment that's coming up that you would like to do some research on, and you need peer-reviewed sources. Once again, unfortunately, although Wikipedia is convenient, Wikipedia is not a peer-reviewed source. It is not academically viable for any assignments. So keep that in mind. Wikipedia is not a source, unfortunately. So please be sure to use a database like this one, like ProQuest, to gain access to peer-reviewed academic material. So let's say you have to find some sources for an assignment that you have to write about what is your favorite business invention, and find some information about that. So as an example, let's say that you want to do something on ramen noodles, because this is considered one of the greatest inventions historically. Okay, so when you type in ramen noodles, you have a variety of different peer-reviewed academic materials that you have access to that pretty much no one else would if you don't use this database. You can try and use Google, but you might not have access to these things. You would probably have to pay for them, which is, again, why we use the LIRN library for your convenience. Okay, so let's say that you read through these and you're interested in quality preferences for wheat and wheat flour, noodle, wheat markets in Japan and South Korea. Let's say that you're doing something in the Asian economy and this calls to you. So you would click on it, and it would guide you directly to the paper itself. So you have a variety of things here. You have the full text PDF, so you're able to read the entire academic journal or what have you in its entirety. If you just want a preview, it'll give you just whatever the free preview is, and it'll mention it's a preview. If you want just a very simple summary, which is known as an abstract, it'll tell you here what exactly the material is going to be about. So it's very short, sweet, to the point. You would probably want to read this first before just reading through the full text, just because you might think it's one thing, but it might be another. Okay, and it also gives you the option. It's obviously highlighting noodles, but if you want to hide that, that's totally within your right to do so. Also, you can download the PDF. That's fine as well if you want to order a copy, but I believe you would have to purchase it, if I'm not mistaken. And lastly, this is very important right here. So let's say you do use this and you do borrow from it and you want to cite it, because this is an academic resource. You don't want to plagiarize and you need to properly cite it. You can go to this right here, Cite, and it'll give you this little pop-up that says copy citations directly into your paper. So at IAU, as business students, you are required to use APA formatting, which is very particular in and of itself. So we do have a handy website for you to refer to in order to make sure that you are following all of the procedures required for APA formatting, and that is Purdue. But easily enough, you are able to cite directly from this ProQuest database. And depending on whatever paper you're doing, there's different kinds of formatting and citation things that you have access to, but we will use primarily APA formatting. Recently, as of this video, there has been a new edition of APA formatting that is out. So you can use APA 7th edition or 6th edition. It says here there's no case changes, etc. So whatever you type in, it's going to do that according to the type of formatting you are requesting for it to do. But we're going to be using APA. And it's going to do that for you, and then you're just going to copy that. It's copied to your clipboard, and then you just put it into your citations page of your assignment. So please use this resource. It's very, very helpful. It definitely will help prevent a lot of plagiarism, but you still have to be careful to cite properly, which again, you can find more information on Purdue and also by contacting our Writing Center coordinator at writinghelp@IAULA.edu. So that's kind of how the LIRN library database is used and how you can do some of your searches, basic searches, advanced searches, if you just want to browse, etc. Okay, so just keeping that in mind. Going back to the course, I believe that's everything that has been covered, but if you have any further questions that have not been covered in this video, for the most part, your professor will be able to answer a variety of those questions. If you have specific questions regarding assignments, like I know that you told us that you need us to do this and that, but I'm not really sure what exactly to do for this assignment, then that is a question that is reserved for your professor, since they are the ones who are grading your assignments and they are the ones who have expectations for your assignments. So they will best be able to help you with assignment specific questions. If you have questions regarding your academics, like I think unfortunately I might fail this class, or can I take this class at a different session or with a different professor, things like that, of that nature, then you would have to contact student support at IAULA.edu. If you are trying to contact your professor with a question that is not answered on the syllabus or anywhere in the forums, and you really need to get a hold of your professor, once again, please wait 48 hours. And if it's been 48 hours and they have still not contacted you, please resend the email. And this time be sure to CC faculty support at IAULA.edu and let them know that you have been trying to contact the professor. Once again, please use the same email thread. Don't send a new email entirely, because then you will lose the history that you have been trying to contact that professor before. And last but not least, if you have any technical issues, you can also contact student support at IAULA.edu. We can help you with very basic technical issues. Anything advanced, we will be sure to pass on to our colleagues in a different department. Okay, I hope this video has been helpful. And once again, if you have any questions, please refer to all of the emails provided to you. Be sure to review all the materials and the courses. Each course is different, so not every course will look exactly like this, but there is a 95% chance it will look similar. So please review all the materials. Please speak to your professors. Please ask any questions that you need to. Thank you and have a great day.